Hello, and welcome back to the Infinite Edge podcast, sponsored by InfiniteEdgeHealthWellness.com. My name is Todd. I got Nate here, rocking his block hat, and Jeremy. Well, I got nothing to say about Jeremy, but Jeremy's here. No, I'm just kidding.
Got nothing to say, man.
Hey,
Ugh.
I was gonna be mean, and I was like, no, I'm leaving it out. But
That's
today
fine.
we're gonna be talking about. Actually, you know what? We're gonna give our random food preferences that you guys didn't ask for, but you're gonna get them anyways. And that's just how we're feeling today.
Yep.
We don't need to talk about the medical professional thing, I don't think, in this one, because let's be honest, so we're just talking about what we like and what we don't like. So, all right, so here's a question for you guys. Did you guys hear about the race between the lettuce and the tomato? No? The lettuce was ahead, but the tomato was trying to catch up. Your drums were
Oh,
too early. You ruined the punchline.
I was trying because you paused too long between the
Well, I wanted to
two.
make sure you noticed I said ahead. Yeah.
I know.
And if you got to explain your joke, it's worse than it was before.
Exactly. That's why these Jad jokes of the week are great. Like, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Oh
God.
yes. So we're gonna go at this in a top list and starting at the bottom, which makes no sense. So it's our top three is what I've got. I think there may be some extras that get added in via conversation, but we're gonna start with my number three uh, food choice that maybe not everybody is all about, and that is fried cheese curds with caramel sauce.
Oh,
That's
jeez.
So good.
that's really rough.
I love cheese curds. I don't like
Yep.
caramel at all.
Mhm.
No caramel, caramel, whatever people call it. I'm out.
So
Oh,
that's actually I went into a Buffalo Wild Wings one time and had just asked the waitress was like, what do you guys want today? And she was like, we were asking for something that was, a little out there, something that wasn't, quite something different. And she had suggested that, and it is like this perfect sweet and salty fair food type of a vibe. It is really good.
I don't do sweet and salty like most people. I don't like sweet that much,
I don't
so.
either.
But you know what? If you go to B-Dubs, right, or Buffalo Wild Wings, or whatever people call it, wherever everybody's from, and you get, whether it's cheese curds or the fried pickles, which are very good, you got to get that Southwest Chipotle sauce. That stuff is good.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
It's
For
not bad.
It's better than
or
caramel.
uh, caramel. I'm not saying put caramel on the fried pickles, but I'm saying with the cheese curds, it's just perfect.
And I used to think you knew your cheese curds being from Wisconsin, but I'm out now.
Always good. And that is not honestly my only cheese related one either. So
Oh boy.
All right, Jeremy,
That's
what
your
you
number
got?
three. God.
I
See,
love
this is
cheese.
where I get to feel. See, his is slightly normal. Okay, you want to know my number three of something that I like that's absolutely vile to the rest of the world? It's great. Gummy worms, sour gummy worms. Let's be straight. Sour gummy worms dipped in nacho cheese.
Oh,
Swear to
what
God,
the?
it is worth the try. You want to talk
I almost
sweet
made
and
this kid not
savory?
kid friendly.
It's good. And you want to know what makes it better? Because it was totally random. Me and one of my friends, we were there and we were just randomly snacking on stuff. And I dropped a gummy worm in the bucket of nacho cheese. And I pulled it out and I was like,
Oh.
I'm not gonna waste a gummy worm. And I was like, okay, this is good. You gotta try this. He's like, no. Yes.
So I love gummy worms, and I love nacho cheese, but there ain't no way in heck I'm mixing them. Now, sour gummy worms and ice cream, good.
I'm not gonna lie though, I would try it.
See, that's the whole thing. You have to try
Try it.
everything at least once, maybe
Uh,
twice, because the first time you might have been in a bad mood.
Not if it has
But
caramel with it. I'm not trying it.
Jeez.
It's got to be two things you
man,
like to try it once. I don't like caramel in general.
Fair enough.
so you're gonna try the gummy worms and nacho cheese?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Is there a
I'm
certain
just saying.
like Fritos nacho cheese, or are we talking like
So that's what it was. It was the Fritos nacho cheese can from the store.
Yeah.
I've it was so good, and I've done it a couple times since, but I know it works.
So you know what it is? You know how he guessed what cheese it was? As you look like the kind of guy that eats canned cheese. I'm just kidding. I'm
Eh,
kidding.
it's delicious and it is what it is.
You know,
So,
the funny part about that is one of the things I was going to say on here that's not on my list that I do enjoy is the canned cheese, the spray cheese, Cheese Whiz.
Yes.
Oh, so so good.
no. You mean this?
Yeah.
Yes.
So first off,
Leave it to Todd to just produce a can of cheese.
before I get into mine, I love cheese in general. Like every time we go, me and Corbin will go to the grocery store. I get a new type of block of cheese that we've never tried before, whether it's goat cheese or something weird. You know, they got a lot of Irish cheeses here, delicious. All right, so I don't have stuff as super weird as you guys. I was going with normal food that I like that I seem like a lot of people don't like. So mine's a little boring. And
I've got those too. We can get into all of them for all it matters, but
so my last one that I put on here was something I grew up on. My grandma loved, and I ate, with her a lot of times. That's grapefruit. A lot of people don't like the bitterness of it. I like sour and bitter stuff.
Yeah.
They
I
fit
dig
my
grape.
personality.
it depends on the day and it depends on the grapefruit because there are days that I'm like, yeah, no, that did not hit, and other days it's like, okay, that was really good. I could eat another one. But I think a lot of it depends is
Throw a
on
little bit of
the
salt on it.
actual flavor of the grapefruit.
Mm.
Personally, but
Well, my number 2
It's gonna be weird, right?
is yeah. So all 3 of mine are weird. That's kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
Do you have anything normal? Stick to
so
the
I
weird
mean,
for now, but
yeah. So I mean, I'll throw one out there that is what I think is normal, but a lot of people don't like, and that's Spam.
ugh, I'm not Hawaiian, bro. I'm out.
I enjoy it,
I have a can in my cabinet.
as do I.
I don't like Spam.
I dig it.
It's too
Occasionally.
salty.
So then the question is when you do Spam, do you just eat it as out of the can, or do you slice it and fry it?
Pan sear
Listen.
it. So
Yeah.
Okay.
in Hawaii they have a big breakfast thing, and I can't remember what they call it, but it has Spam, and a lot of people like it. You have to look it up. I don't remember what it's called.
I think Hawaii's just got like a ton of Spam stuff in general. since
Yeah,
it's
but they
in-
got a real big one. Like if you look up,
Big.
Hawaiian breakfast with Spam, it'll be the first thing that pops up. It's big there.
So the question is, do I go into my number 2 now? Or
Yeah,
did I
yeah,
just-
yeah. Go into your number
Yeah,
two.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so this one, I actually got. It's actually not a food, but a drink,
Okay.
consumable drink, right? So I saw this off of TikTok a couple years ago,
This is gonna be
and
bad.
I thoroughly enjoy this. So what you do is you take a triple shot of espresso and a bottle of orange juice with a half a cup of ice.
We made the same.
Oh,
It is so good. I absolutely love it. And
I-
it's actually not terrible for you depending on what kind of orange juice you get.
I mean, I'm definitely here to try it,
I dig it.
but ooh,
It kind of
Okay.
rolls to the same thing as the grapefruit, right? Where it's got like a bitter type of a thing because of the coffee. And I don't know. I love it. I think it's really good. I saw it. I forget. There's some person on TikTok. I forget who it was. This was back
It
when
was
I
a weirdo.
tended to scroll on TikTok a little more than I do now. And yeah, I saw it on there. It was one of those things where like I see "don't knock it till you try it" kind of thing in the comments, and I was like, you know what? One day I was getting up for, I think it was for like some breakfast that I had to attend or something like that on a Saturday, and I stopped at a Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru and picked up all the stuff that I needed to through that drive-thru, and I was like, wait a minute, so good. It has no business being good because it sounds terrible.
it sounds terrible.
I felt like I absolutely needed to try it, and I'm glad I did.
So you know where you lose me on that is how I feel about coffee. I just don't consume coffee. It doesn't excite me at all.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. See, and where they're gonna do, you guys are all gonna do things you like. I think I'm gonna. Well, are we doing things we don't like?
I got a list of that too. We're just doing like now. We can do not like next after.
Oh,
that.
we're doing not. So okay, so mine will fall in a little bit more with Todd's last one of I am an absolutely huge fan of mushrooms.
How does that
Okay.
go with mine? That's disgusting.
But that's the whole point. To me, it's normal, and I'm like, yeah, I really dig on these. I think if it's a savory dish, can always be enhanced with mushrooms. It doesn't matter what it is. Put it in it. I'm here for it. And a lot of people can't stand mushrooms. Most people that I know.
Texture is huge to me, and it's like
Yeah, me
I
too.
enjoy the taste. Like if you chop it up real fine and then throw it on some pizza or something like that, it's delicious. I dig it a
I
lot
can't.
because that kills it. It gets rid of the texture because it's now crispy, cooked on the top of it, kind of thing.
I don't like the texture or the
Oh,
flavor of those.
yeah, I see, and that's where I am. I'm with the mushrooms. Is I'll eat them however they come. I'll eat them raw. I'll eat them cooked. I'll eat them out of a can. I'll eat them baked into stuff. I stuffed, fried, whatever. I'm here for it. They're one of
Hmm.
my go tos.
Straight out the cow pasture.
You know,
Oh
being
yeah,
being from the Midwest,
absolutely.
we
Pick
used
it
to
right off the.
go mushroom hunting, right, and find the big ones.
Oh yeah.
See, but now there's where the other side will go. I like the regular. I don't even know what they're called. I'm going to draw a total blank. The regular ones you buy in the store, right? The morel mushrooms that everyone goes hunting for around the Midwest and goes and picks and does their own thing and
You don't
sells
like
for
them.
ridiculous amounts of money. I do not like. I don't like the flavor of them.
Too wild for him.
And
Yeah.
He don't like that
Ah,
wild fungus.
I like the tame fungus.
Um, so my next one, I guess I'm just gonna put my since I did four because I didn't know how many we were gonna do. I'll put my next two together because they're both, I guess, forms of cheese, right? Well, I don't know, but either way, so blue cheese I really like. I know a lot of people talk
Oh
bad
hell
about,
no. Mm-mm.
especially with like wings and stuff. I like blue cheese. And cottage cheese, which I like with everything, mac and cheese, rice. I'll mix it with about anything. We talked about this one time.
Yeah.
Spaghetti, even like I'll mix it with spaghetti.
I can
See,
totally dig the cottage cheese, but as soon as you start adding anything that's like, and maybe it's just a mental thing for me, but if I know that there's some sort of like moldy growth on my food, like maybe just my brain checks out, but I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
yeah, blue cheese you lose me on. Cottage cheese I'm here for. I agree. We've talked about that one.
You eat
You know.
fungus.
I know, but
uh,
it's true. That's true. I'll give you that. But no, blue cheese that one's rough. Mm-mm. But that one is 100% the flavor. It's not even the process or whatever. Because if you really look at the process of making cheese, make you not want to eat cheese so much. But
bro, I got,
cottage cheese.
I got some weird fresh hickory, some kind of cheese that we bought yesterday at the store upstairs right now. You guys make me hungry.
It does sound good. Oh,
So my number one,
Ooh, numero uno.
number one, comes from the days of me being a rambunctious youth in high school. It was my freshman year.
Oh,
Had a
jeez.
really, really good buddy of mine that made this for me, and I have loved it ever since. And he is a pioneer in the culinary arts
A pioneer.
because he determined that it was a great idea to experiment and add French vanilla coffee creamer to macaroni and cheese.
Oh, you can't mess with mac and cheese, bro. Stop that.
It is phenomenal. It is like a nostalgic blast from the past. Like instead of adding a splash of milk, you add a splash of the French vanilla coffee creamer, and it is so good. I cannot
Okay.
even talk it up well enough.
Don't
Okay.
you remember the mac and cheese you had at my house that one time we had a cookout and my wife's sister brought the mac and cheese?
Let's hold on here because there's a very big difference between baked mac and cheese.
That shit is so good.
Completely different product, right?
Well, if you're talking
Yeah.
about that mac and cheese you put the powder in, I ain't eating that anyways.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not eating that powder crap.
I'm talking about crap.
It's gotta be real cheese, or I'm out.
I mean, I add cheese to it. I
Yeah,
almost
right.
don't add-
like shredded cheese, tons of shredded cheese,
Oh yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
what goes good with everything? Little hot sauce.
Yeah. I mean,
I
not
put
with
hot sauce on everything.
there, but
No.
I put hot sauce with cottage cheese sometimes if I'm feeling froggy.
I mean, I can see that being good, but I don't do hot sauce because I don't like spicy stuff. But that's almost
So if you're gonna do that though with cottage cheese, you gotta put the corn chips on the bottom, and then the cottage cheese, and then a little hot sauce. But cottage cheese is really good with Frito, especially the chili cheese ones.
yes, it is.
All right, it's Jeremy's turn.
It's my turn. Yeah. See, you with what Nate just said, he unlocked a total memory. So we're gonna do two because the second one is the one to get the real thing. But I'm only doing that because just the way he said it. If you take chicken ramen noodles, right, make them and you do the whole thing, and then you put white chili con queso over the top.
Is that like
Oh,
like
it's-
the sauce, like the cheese sauce?
Yeah, like what you dip your chips in. You do white chili con. Oh my.
That sounds delicious.
It is amazing. And you just unlocked that one. I totally had forgotten about that one. That was something. That was the college days. That was. I am broke. I'm starving. I'm so bored of ramen noodles. I got a little bit of this left over. It expires tomorrow. Nah. It was fantastic.
You know, I got some cheese dip or queso like that. Got it out of Amish Mart here, and it was it's bacon flavored jalapeno queso. Is so good.
That does sound good.
Yeah, it's good.
But
Yeah.
my number one. That's weird. That'll get everybody going. Huh? Flat pop, flat soda
Oh.
pop, whatever you call it. That's that.
That makes
I'm not a
no
huge fan of
sense.
I'm not a huge fan of carbonation, but I like the flavor of soda pop wherever we're from.
So
Anywho, but yeah, no, I prefer it to be flat and cold. So you take it, get buy a 2 liter, take it home, crack the cap open, close it, shake it up really good, leave it on the counter for a day, and then put it in the fridge. And then the carbonation's gone, and it's great. It's perfect.
you should really just do what my kids do. So my kids, right? We don't let them drink pop too much. Like every once in a while, we might. So they have water packets, right? Flavored ones that are sugar free, but they're crush flavored. Like this is strawberry crush. So it's cold with no carbonation. I had to do no weird stuff like ruin my pop.
Does it actually taste like Crush legitimately?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Huh.
tastes like flat crush, but it's water.
Okay, I'll try it. I'm here for it. I'm not one to argue with you.
Yeah, you should try. My kids call it magic water. At least they used to. They're getting older now. They don't really anymore. But that's how we used to have to use to get them to drink water. You know what I mean? Because there's no flavor. Kids don't want that stuff.
True.
Okay, so my last one that I really enjoy, that especially since I've moved here in Pennsylvania, that people ask me, you know, if I'm from China or something, is unsweet tea. I really enjoy
No.
unsweet tea, and nobody else apparently drinks that anymore.
Mm-mm.
Can't say I enjoy it, but I will definitely drink it, especially with some lemon. Add some lemon in there, and I'll drink it.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
See,
go to
I
unsweet
enjoy
tea.
it.
I don't mind unsweet tea. I will drink it. I'm not gonna run away opposed to it, but sweet tea is definitely better.
I don't like sweet tea. It's too much. Unless it's just barely a little bit of sugar. Like people are like, oh, I love McDonald's sweet tea. That's disgusting.
I
Oh
want,
no.
I want diabetes from it.
No. You
Yes.
want the beatus? I'm
So
out.
yeah.
It's exactly how we made Kool-Aid back in the day too.
My Kool-Aid, I put so little sugar in it, it's almost sour sometimes. I like
Oh, no.
bitter over sweet.
You gotta worry about my health by the time we're done. That's how sugary it needs to be.
Oh no.
Yes.
That's Army
Also,
Kool-Aid.
no, either
Make
of those.
Make my teeth itch when I'm done drinking it.
Oh jeez.
Not quite. But
All right. What kind of stuff do you not like, Nate, that you feel like a lot of people do like?
So I
And remember,
I just
start from the bottom, and now we're here.
have,
I messed you up.
so you did. It's okay. I don't think I have three.
That's
I
all
would
right.
say that, rolling back to the texture, I don't like mushy stuff. So my stuff is it's gonna be really general, right? So if you go back to the mushrooms, the texture of mushrooms, kind of mushy, kind of spongy. For whatever reason, texture is huge to me. So like I don't really eat most soups for the same reason.
I forgot about that you don't like soup.
Chilies, like anything that's squishy, freaking like a lot of beans, a lot of that stuff. It's not that I don't like the flavor, but the texture just kills me on some of this stuff. Catfish tastes delicious, but the texture of catfish
Oh, you gotta eat it fried.
kills me.
So when you say chili, so here's my problem with chili: is chili shouldn't be soupy, anyways. To me, it should be full and hearty. You know what I mean? Lots of meat, extra crackers to absorb what little bit of juice there is in there. You know,
Sure.
them saltines.
no, I agree.
All right, Jeremy, what do you got that you don't like that most people do?
Avocados. and
Do most people
guacamole.
like those?
Most everyone that a lot of people I know are a fan of avocados, guacamole, things like that, and I don't like the texture and I don't like the flavor.
Yeah, I'm
So it's a combination of them.
Yeah, I don't like them. My wife likes it. I don't like either one.
Yeah, no, that, yeah. Mm-mm.
Okay, so I'm gonna go into one. I'm actually gonna go to my top one just because I know Nate's got something he'd like to say off this too to make it even people more maybe enraged in this one because I know it's a big thing.
Oh,
So
boy.
everybody loves pizza. My kids love pizza, right? They want to eat pizza all the time because they're kids. Pizza with red sauce. I don't like pizza that much. I'll eat like a buffalo chicken ranch pizza or a chicken alfredo bacon pizza or something like that with a white sauce. I like. I don't like red sauce that much.
Does that apply to like pasta and spaghetti and stuff, or just when it comes to pizza?
I would rather have Alfredo than spaghetti. Gesundheit, bless you.
Fair enough.
I would rather I would rather have Alfredo or a white fettuccine or I mean the noodle don't matter, but yeah, the Alfredo sauce over the red sauce.
I can see it. I
Yeah,
disagree, but I can see it.
Okay.
I mean, I'd have to agree to a point. Like I don't know if I've mentioned a few times that I worked at a pizza joint for quite a while, for many, many years. Um, so I've tried a lot of different types of pizza. Barbecue sauce on pizza is really good. I actually really like a sweet chili sauce. A sweet chili sauce with mozzarella cheese, green onions, and baked chicken on there is just like a very good. But I would have to say, out of the pizza debate, I can go for pretty much any kind of pizza, any kind of sauce on pizza, especially if it's not from like a big box store like a Pizza Hut or a Domino's or a Papa John's. Like I don't do any of those places anymore. But I will say this: pineapple belongs on pizza.
No, it does not. Mm-mm.
It absolutely does.
Only in Hawaii.
No.
That's all right. I'll
You
keep a
don't.
little,
You
I'll
know
keep a little bit of Hawaiian with me every day. It'll be all right.
the other thing too. I mean, if we're on the board of pizza, for me, anyways, I prefer a thin crust unless the thick crust is stuffed. If it's
Yep.
stuffed with something, I'll eat it. But I ain't eating it just. That's just too much bread. I'm not a big bread fan either.
Same.
Yeah, I'm a big cracker crust kind of person.
Yes.
Surprise, surprise. All right, what do you? Oh,
Okay.
Jeremy, I know one that you said you don't like that everyone likes that would get people pretty ripped up.
Yeah, I
Go
know.
ahead.
We'll get there.
Go ahead and drop it on.
That's after this.
Oh, it's
Are we
Nate's.
not
It's
doing
Nate's
top
turn, isn't
threes?
it? It's Nate's turn.
Go back to me.
I think so.
Um,
Yeah.
So I don't like, and I, for the life of me, cannot tell you why. Outside of Alfredo being the one exception, I don't like any sort of white sauces.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You don't like mayonnaise?
Mayo, yeah, not mayo, not ranch, not like literally anything that is white and
White?
saucy. I just
Mm.
cannot dig. I can't do it for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know why. I just don't do it.
So Stewie, I wonder if they have a common ingredient that you don't like,
Oh,
or a
that could be.
combination of a common ingredient.
It could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know for mayo, some of it is that
I love
in
mayo.
when mayo is made. I don't know. I think it grossed me out at some point at a very young age when I found out how mayo was made. That I was
Do you
just
eat
like,
hot dogs? Because there's worse stuff.
yeah, there is. Yeah. Well, actually, so there, yeah.
Chicken
no, so
nuggets.
anyway, there was a lot of situations over the years, I guess, that might have attributed to some sort of level of I won't say trauma, but impression as to why I don't do that stuff going on. But yeah, so it's super weird because I won't even necessarily say the stuff tastes bad.
What about
But I
blue
just-
cheese?
No, I don't do blue cheese.
Okay.
No
What are
blue
you talking
cheese, no
about?
ranch.
I know. I just
Yeah.
couldn't remember what he said about blue cheese.
Yeah,
No
no.
blue cheese, no ranch, no mayo, no. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, pretty much nothing. Well, Alfredo is literally the one exception, and I guess
How about sour cream?
nope.
Yeah, but you know what? It's got to be an ingredient because Alfredo is completely different ingredients than those things, and I think those things have common ingredients to a point.
Could be.
Hmm.
But yeah, so that's mine. I would
All right.
say that's probably like the number.
All right, Jeremy, make us angry.
Make you angry? I can't eat peanut butter.
Oh, that's not even the one. I mean, that's weird too, but that's not the one that's going to make people angry.
Super weird.
What am I don't know what I'm forgetting. You might have to remind me the
Oh,
next
I
time
will.
around. Because I don't even know. Yeah, I feel like I definitely remember us having conversations.
I
when
love-
thought it was peanut butter.
I love peanut butter. Smooth
Yeah,
peanut
I don't-
butter, extra crunchy peanut butter. I like all the peanut butter.
Mm-mm. I like peanuts. I don't like peanut butter.
No, okay, so here's your thing, right? Is liking peanuts, I like peanut butter completely different, right? Peanuts aren't even nuts; they're legumes. We don't give a That's nasty, anyways. Our buddy Helly, I used to rip him up on this one. That's why Nate's laughing so hard. Because legumes are not nuts, right? I love nuts. I'm not eating legumes. I like nuts that grow from trees, not legumes.
It has come up quite frequently.
That's fair.
And
I don't.
Because peanuts come out of the ground, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's why they're legumes, because nuts come off trees. Ah.
Education.
See, we had to make this educational a little bit.
A little bit, right?
All right, so a big staple, during the summer, and when you're cooking out and everything, and kids always love them. I love cheeseburgers, right? I'm a big cheeseburger guy. I'm not eating a freaking hot dog. They're gross to me. Especially the all beef ones, when you get into the more kosher ones, they're not as bad. But just give me a Polish sausage or a bratwurst or something. I'm not eating regular hot dogs.
I'm only gonna laugh at it because I completely agree with you. I don't do hot dogs when they're cooked out of the package out of the fridge.
No. Oh my goodness, that's horrible. He just eats them cold.
Yeah, seriously.
Double fisting
Wait, that's another one I forgot about, and I don't know where that came from. Not a clue.
My 7-year-old does that too.
That's probably where it came from, to be honest. It probably came from I was a kid, I was hungry, and I stole a hot dog. But I didn't.
You weren't smart enough to put it in the microwave.
I just ate it and figured out this works. And then I figured out I like it a lot better that way.
You probably like bologna too, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
I do like bologna.
That's the same difference as a hot dog, right?
Yeah. Basically.
I feel like with that stuff, like it's got to be like a time and place thing for me. Like hot dogs, especially if I'm like it almost takes me back going to like baseball games growing up. If I go to a sporting event, as much as I'd prefer a bratwurst, I'm okay with a hot dog. I can dig a hot dog going out.
If I burn it over an open fire, I can eat it. But that's about it. That's different, though.
Let me throw that out there, though. Like, for pretty much any sort of sausage, I cook the ever-living shit out of them. Like, most people would probably be offended by how dark I cook most of my stuff on the grill like that.
Sausages, I don't mind being burnt. That's like the only meat I don't mind being a little burnt.
Yeah.
I lost track of whose turn it is. Is it your turn, Nate?
Nothing else.
Oh, you got nothing else?
No,
all right,
yeah,
you ready to get everybody mad at Jeremy?
I was going to say, remind me, because I feel like we've had this conversation, but I don't remember.
What is the thing you don't like that is delicious? It's the best dessert ever. Better than cake, better than ice cream.
Pie.
It's got fruit in it most of the time. Delicious pie.
Pie.
Jeremy don't like it.
Nope. If there is a table of desserts and there's pie, the pie is the last thing I'm going to grab.
Is it because of the crust?
Yes, 100%. Pie filling is delicious. Pie crust is disgusting. That it ruins it. It takes all of the goodness and the sweetness and the wonderful.
Do you like
and
cheesecake?
Just ruins it. No.
Okay, because I don't say that's not cake, bud.
No, I don't. I don't like cheesecake very much.
Dang,
but a lot of that is yeah.
I can't trust a legume eater.
I literally have a new type of pie every day. And
me too.
Super content. And honestly, I'd add some extra miles in every day that I need to run just to be able to make it happen. It'd be all right.
As a lot of people do, but like I said, see pie filling. I'm here for it. There's very few.
The crust is my favorite part.
That's cool. So then we go somewhere when we
eat the middle and I'll eat the rim.
Absolutely, without question. I'm here for it because, like I said, the fillings are all good. From whatever kind they are. I like pie filling.
I can just imagine you going out and just like eating just the inside, like a kid that eats the toppings off the pizza.
No, he eats the icing, only the icing off the cake.
Yep, just
the Oreo, the inside of the Oreos, and leaves the rest.
No, eat the whole Oreo.
That's a weird trend I've seen lately too. Is people eating like licking out the cream filling and dipping the chocolate part in sour cream. I haven't tried it, but they're saying it's delicious.
I'm down to try anything once.
Yeah.
I'm down to try anything once. That sounds awful, but I'm down to try anything once. I think we need to just the next time we can all actually get down and sit together. We should just try all of these weird things together
I'm
and
down.
go through and do viral trends. And we can do a video on it when we can all like sit together and just try weird foods.
I'm cool with that.
Absolutely.
You know another thing that I don't like that almost everyone seems to like, and it's not that I don't like it, I'm just pickier on the types, is French fries. Everybody loves
Okay,
French
I'm with
fries,
you.
right? I like seasoned fries or curly fries. If it's not one of those two, I'm pretty much out. Like
I mean,
everybody, I love McDonald's fries.
Two
They're gross.
string. I'll eat the crinkle cut. I'll eat the steak fry. I'll eat potato tots. I mean, I like potato in general.
Tater
I-
tots
and
I'll
then-
eat if they're
Because
crispy.
I eat so much of it, I will eat so much of it that I try to not eat.
Yeah.
See, and there's another one that's a little bit odd to me too. Of all the sides, if the side is potatoes of any kind or anything but potatoes, I will pick the anything but. It doesn't mean that I don't like potatoes. It doesn't mean that I'm not like I'll eat them if they come with stuff. I don't mind fries, and there's just that like they're all decent, but they're not on the I want potatoes. I'm not a fan. Like
So-
not in that level.
You know, so my last name's McFarland, so it's kind of hard. But I'm not a huge potato person either, right? But I do like mashed potatoes, right? And
Yeah.
I like baked potatoes, but I take the peeling off and then mash them and put stuff in them.
I could see
I
it.
can see that.
Yeah,
But if you're gonna have a baked potato, the skin's the best part of the baked potato.
Nah, I don't-
That's just me.
I
I
dig
don't
the
like
skin.
it.
Leave the skin on your potatoes when you mash them.
No,
My
I don't like that.
absolute favorite way to have any sort of potato is to take red potatoes in the same proportion to sweet potatoes. I
don't
chop
like
them up.
sweet potatoes.
I fry them with seasoned salt and one whole jalapeno, and they are super good.
You remember those stuffed jalapenos I made that one time?
Yeah,
Those
I
are
do.
pretty good.
Yeah,
The only sweet potato thing I like is sweet potato pie, and to me it just tastes like a bland pumpkin pie, like a not as strong flavored pumpkin pie. Anybody else got any weird food things they want to talk about?
I'm good, man.
I think we've covered it all and kind of pushed some buttons along the way.
I
Right.
hope so.
But but that's the whole point. Is all our weird food preferences no one cares about, no one asked for, whichever it is. But that's the whole thing. Is like everyone has their preferences, and that's the whole part of life. Everyone has what they like and what they don't like, and it doesn't mean somebody's wrong.
Even if you're Jeremy.
Absolutely. See, but here's the only caveat to all of that. No matter what it is that I say I don't like or do or whatever, I'm also in the end I'm not picky unless I have the luxury to be picky. Like if I go to Nate's, if I were to go to Nate's and he turns around and serves guacamole and peanut butter and stuff like that, I'm still gonna sit there and I'm still gonna eat it because I'm not picky enough that I'm gonna I won't touch it.
See, I won't because I don't want to waste it. I want him to be able to put that back in the fridge and consume it for himself later because he likes it.
Todd's definitely more the type to want invite you over to the house and then want a mama bird cheese out of the
Heck yeah. Come here, buddy.
Whichever works. Oh. No, this was fun. I like doing these. These are definitely a nice break.
Yeah. You know,
You go for it, bro.
well, I was gonna say the levity is good, and that's why Jeremy reminds us, all the time for having struggles. That's why we're in levity time, right? We needed a break from all the serious talk.
Yes, we sure did. We sure did, and we had these conversations of, well, maybe we do need to take a break, and everyone agreed because everyone's been stressed. And we all agreed on it as friends, and if two of us would have been really stressed, and the other one was like, I'm good with doing it, we still would have ended up doing it this way because as a team, we work together to take care of what everyone else needs. So, yeah.
Absolutely. We're gonna shout out some small businesses.
If you really want, yeah, of course we will. Of course we will.
Always.
They're shouting us out from what I've seen on Facebook, right? I've seen our stuff
Absolutely.
getting shared. So for your sports needs, right? We're gonna hop over to the Subtle Flex podcasts on YouTube, which we obviously also are big advocates of YouTube as we use it as well. Facebook brings us laser bakes and their handcrafted wood decorations and ornaments and stuff like that. And also brings us the Bee's Knees handmades, which brings us like customized shirts and cups and all those fun items. And then for our local homeopathic remedies of the Fort Wayne, Columbia City area, we have Sage and Stone.
Absolutely.
And my addition from last week as well, Warrior Woodworks.
Yeah.
That's out of Huntington, Indiana, by Mr. Stephen Walker. He's putting out some really good stuff. And he's actually starting to get a pretty solid following here real shortly after he started up. So
Nice.
definitely go check out that page and see the kind of stuff he's putting out, because I think he's going to make some really, really cool stuff.
That's real cool.
Absolutely.
That's the thing about this woodworking stuff too, is I notice a lot of people have gone to that. You know, my father-in-law, and I'm drawing a blank on the name, he just started doing that too. And what it comes down to is everybody has a little bit of different taste. So, I mean, all three of these woodworking companies, whether it be Hollinger's one or Nate's friend, what was it called again?
Warrior Woodworks.
Warrior Woodworks, or even the one my father-in-law is starting up. I mean, everybody has their own style, so there you could get something different from all of them. You know, just supporting small businesses is always a great idea. I feel like.
Absolutely.
Don't buy it from IKEA, dang it.
Mm-mm.
They do wood. They don't do wood stuff anyways, do they? I don't know. I never had IKEA.
I'm sure.
That's particle board.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's all. Yeah.
You know what? Now that we've talked about those small businesses, I'd like to remind everybody to push their limits and give yourself an edge. And I would also like to tell you that, you know what? It's Friday. We'll be back next Friday, most likely. I can't remember when your training thing is, so I can't remember if you'll be here.
I'm gonna still do my best to make the weekly podcasts.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, when it comes down to it, you know, that's the great part about being three of us, you know. So if somebody else has an obligation and they can't make it, as you've seen in the past, we will do two. If we have to do one, you guys are going to be real unfortunate because it might just be me. And I don't know how much monotone you guys can deal with, but we'll figure that out. I will say that we are, of course, on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We are kind of on X. I've been really bad about X. I don't know why. I forget I have it sometimes, I think. And then we're big on Facebook. I know that.
Facebook is definitely the big one right now. And we're going to try to work into the other platforms as things start growing. But we're trying to make sure that we can get everything as polished and as well put together as we can as it's all getting put together, and lay some really solid foundations as the business is growing. So I know things like me putting out stuff on TikTok has been in the works and something that we wanted to do, but I don't want to do it until I know I can put out something that's a really good quality product. So definitely something to look forward to, but we're in the process. We're still building things.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, you know, as we sign off here, we'd like to say again, welcome, and hope you enjoyed the Infinite Edge podcast, sponsored by Infinite Edge Health and Wellness. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.